Hi, I just got out of perfume prison again. I don't know what my crime was, probably wearing too many perfumes at once, like I am right now, because I'm going to talk about fantastic fragrances for summer. And of course, I have my prison tattoos to identify where the little blotches of perfume are. So I'm really excited. I have fragrances that just bloom beautifully in the heat. It's gotten really hot where I live here in Los Angeles. It's in the 90s every day now. So I've put away my Queen of Sheba fragrances and I've pulled out the things that are a little lighter and they're a little more summery and a little more tropical. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. Now this one's a little bit of a sleeper, I find. It only comes out in the summer. It's kind of a summer limited edition. And the version I have here is the Luminous Body Lotion. I like body lotions. I can justify lubricating at all times, but it's especially good in the summer because you're exposed to the sun and you want to keep your skin soft and supple and not let it look like some desiccated camel that got hit by a truck. No, that's not an attractive look in the summer. Bronze Goddess smells gorgeous. It's, I've got it here, BG. And this is all about glorified suntan lotion, but from the gods. If the gods wore suntan lotion, they're pretty close to the sun, so they need that. Bronze Goddess is coconut, amber, tropical flowers of some description. They claim there's frangipani in there and tiare and orange blossom. And there's a woody sandalwood quality, milky, kind of skin salty, and I really love it. And the thing that's great about the body lotion is that it has a really profound fragrance to it. So you get the benefits of being all soft and silky, and you get that great smell. I like to describe Bronze Goddess as being it's kind of the night after the day after the beach. So you've been on the beach, you've put on all your suntan lotion and your sunscreen, and you have that kind of sea salty smell, and that kind of sweet ambery coconut smell, and then woohoo, it's time for the sultry, sensual, nighttime, jiggery pokery, if you know what I mean. So that is great. The next one I want to talk about is Dior Homme Sport. Now, normally when you see the word sport on a fragrance, it does not bode well for the juice that's inside of the bottle. It's usually some cheesy, sneezy, get up in your sinuses and make you angry kind of smell. But Dior Homme is not that sort of thing. Let's find Homme Sport. Okay, HS. HS? Oh, yeah. This one is, it's gingery. It's like a ginger mojito. It's, there's definitely a crisp citrus quality to it, kind of limey, citrusy, but it's all about the ginger. Now, ginger is interesting because it's peppery and spicy and hot, but it's great in hot weather. It's that same principle of when you eat a spicy meal and it actually makes you feel cooler in the hot weather. So this is something that it's very interesting, it's refreshing, it's invigorating. Really, the only thing that's missing are ice cubes with this thing because it smells so good that you want to drink it. It's fantastic. Going over to something that's a little more, oh, and by the way, this one is billed for men, but if you like ginger, there's no reason why you shouldn't be wearing it. Fresh have a lot of really great light fragrances that are based around lemon. And this one is, it's called Sugar Lychee. Lychee is a fruit that is an Asian fruit. It's from the eastern side of the globe, depending on where you are to begin with on the globe, I suppose. And going over to Sugar Lychee, you got the, you don't get very good tattoos in prison is what I'm starting to discover. I got it the wrong way around here, but this, the fantastic thing about lychee is that it's very fruity, and there's a little bit of floral to it. It's very sweet, fruity, and just an element of flower. So it's practically a perfume in and of itself. And what Fresh have done is they've blended the lychee with a little bit of their trademark lemon, and it's very sweet, but it's not overwhelmingly so. So I would say this is definitely more, teenagers who love just smelling light and fresh and flirty. Because whenever there's fruit involved, for some reason you always see the PR bump that always says it's a flirty fragrance. This one it's very clean, it's very happy and fruity. So that's where you go for your fruity fun. Back to the lads, back to the boys. Guerlain Homme. Interesting that the bottle's somewhat similar to the Dior Homme Sport, wouldn't you say? Perhaps a little industrial espionage going on there. I'm not pointing fingers. Dior Homme is a kind of along the lines of where are we now? Guerlain Homme. Oh, mixing my Guerlains with my Diors. Guerlain Homme is it's a very clean fragrance. I mean, not everyone wants to smell like a funky stank monster prowling the streets, frightening small children. They want to sometimes, not me, because I'm one of the people probably frightening the small children, but a lot of people just love to smell clean and fresh, and especially in the summer when that clean and fresh is a little bit hard to come by. And Guerlain Homme is good for that because it's a little bit, it really is like a fresh mojito minus the ginger, does not have the ginger of the Dior Homme Sport. Guerlain Homme is more about the lime and a little bit of sugar in there and citrus. And the thing that's nice about this is that it dries down into kind of a clothy, clean, soapy smell, like just not overwhelmingly sudsy, but just pleasantly clean, and it's great. It's very classy. This one is, I'd say this is a classy young men's choice if they don't want to be like being too crazy art rock with their fragrance. Going more into the art rock department, we are now going to this little beauty right here. This is a niche fragrance. It's by a German perfumer named Ulrich, and it's called Anvers 2, which I guess Anvers 2, if you want to say it normal like. Anvers 2 is a very sophisticated, interesting, slightly off the beaten track leather. It's a leather with lemongrass. Say that 5 times fast. Leather with lemongrass. Leather. I can't even do it once. A2, that's what my perfume prison tattoo says. This one is great for the summer. This is an option for people who don't necessarily want to, do the clean, citrusy number. Maybe they want to walk on the wild side a little bit, not be quite so expected. And Anvers 2 supplies that. It's quiet, it wears close to the skin, but it does have this little quirky leather, not like you're wearing a giant baseball mitt, because that would just be a little bit too on the nose, a little bit too obvious. No, this is more subtle. It's kind of a sweet leather, and I have to say it doesn't last forever. It's not going to last a year on your skin, but just spray some more on and shut up and be happy. You smell great. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's great. I've saved my absolute favorite one for the last one, which is by Lauder Parfumeur, and it's called Nuit de Tuberose, Tubéreuse Nights. This is a perfume by Bertrand Duchefort. He is a master perfumer who has created some of my absolute favorite fragrances. Comme des Garçons Avignon, which I wore on my wedding day. It's a gorgeous, billowing incense fragrance. He did Amouage Jubilation 25 for men, just a absolutely Old Testament, just cornucopia of spices and incense and craziness, edible craziness. And he also did Amaranthine, which is the new Penhaligon's innocent white florals with the dirty mind. That is a very interesting fragrance. So Nuit de Tuberose was hotly anticipated because Bertrand Duchefort is not known for so much for being Mr. Floral Dude. And people wanted to know what he was going to do with tuberose, which is typically just it appears in very diva-esque feminine fragrances. Don't you like how I'm like doing this? I'm like diva-esque. And he's done something interesting because he's melded his skills with the woods and the incense with this beautiful tropical flower. I have my prison tattoo, not very good here for Nuit de Tuberose. Standards are going down in jail these days. Starts off with a fruity mango aspect, which some people find a little annoying. You know, they don't really expect to have this sweetness. It's a little kind of a playful sweetness to it, but very quickly turns into the tropical tuberose. And but just as quickly you get spices and woods in there. And I pick up on cilantro, funnily enough. It's just got this sharp green, almost peppery aspect to it. And it's very woodsy as well. And as it develops on the skin, it gets more incensey. Now, incense is not listed, so I don't know if Bert, let's just call him Bert. We're all on first name terms here. We're all friends here. I don't know, he's done a little perfume alchemy with the ingredients and kind of produced this kind of a faux incense. And the attraction for me, and the reason why I think that it's a great summer fragrance, is that it has elements that are normally considered very heavy and kind of operatic, tuberose, incense, very Queen of Sheba, but he's given them a very sheer, transparent, light treatment. So it's a summer weight incense, it's a summer weight tuberose, and I think it's just a delight to wear. And it's definitely unexpected. There's a lot of people who say that this is a masculine tuberose, like boys are allowed to wear this flower. You know how I feel about it. Whatever flies your freak flag, you know, however you want to smell. Smell doesn't have a gender. I did not see any testicles or breasts on any of these bottles. Just you can go either way with it. Except maybe don't wear them all at once because it's a little unpleasant. Like when you get right up close to it, it's fine, but the overall bubble in here is slightly toxic. Individually fantastic. Anyway, those are my summer perfume and fragrance choices for you, and was just hoping to give you guys and gals some hot tips about things that are maybe off the beaten track or things that are mainstream and you hadn't possibly considered. So go forward, enjoy the rest of your summer, and smell beautiful. I'm Katie Puckrik, and I smell. Trisha wears number 5.